everyone, welcome back to Animal Crossing episode 24, or as usually the most liked comment says, welcome back to Austin's Island looks better than mine. And now that my island has a 5-star rating, honestly, it doesn't really change anything at all for me. But today, I'm gonna work on this little island clifftop area. And like I mentioned before, I wanna mix sort of a regular coffee shop, little cafe area, but I also want to take inspiration from the Imperial set, as we do have a few items, and this is right next to our Zen bridge. My very first step is to remove everything that is here now, because I absolutely hate the way all of it looks. Then it's going to be a matter of looking at all the furniture and props and items that we have to work with, and then sort of form it out in my head. And with all my projects, I've realized it's so much easier if you start with laying out the floor. It's a matter of figuring out where I want all the seats to go, the tables, and the whole environment. I wanted to try my hand at making a cafe stand with like something that basically says, "Hey, coffee is here," but I did not do a good job. It was not a good job. So, since we started getting new patterns from Mabel, I decided I was going to customize a cafe stand with some of those, and it looks great. And I'm a little ashamed on how long this very small area took to lay out. I was struggling with a very tight area to work with, and that's one of the worst things. You don't want to start with a small area that you're going to be confined to. You always want extra space. And I ended up deciding to expand it across the walkway to the north, and then just kind of move the nature walk back by one tree. I also got my hand on the Imperial low tables, and I decided to use those as side tables for decor and condiments. The stalls at the top have the espresso pod and the bean grinder. Eventually I want to get one of the espresso makers, the really dope machines, and I learned that the paper lanterns can be customized with the same dope patterns from Mabel that I also used for the stall, so now they match, and that's pretty amazing. All in all, this is a quaint little area. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I'm probably never ever going to sit here. I then want to touch up the flowers on my island. And now that I'm starting to get more flowers and more different colors, I figured it was time to start moving them around. I wanted to make all the patches of flowers around town thematic to the color. These patches that I'm using alongside the walkway areas, they're pretty full already, so there's no place for them to expand and grow to. So I figure it's pretty alright to mix between different species of flowers since I'm not trying to crossbreed this area. In addition, the flowers to the left of my crossbreed area, I realized that they're so close, and I water them all the time, but they don't even have the option to reproduce if they wanted to. So I decided to reorganize them, and I have a 1 wide gap in between all of the groups. It's not much, but it should help. Also, I have no proof toward or against this, but I feel like if I have dirt, and then I also have a texture on top, it's not going to be possible for a flower to spawn on top of that. I don't know why I think this, but you know what? It really can't hurt to remove these. Plus, I've repurposed these patterns already. Then I decided it'd be in my best interest to relocate a lot of the red roses to a cross pattern at the top of my villager mountain. The more red roses I have in a breedable pattern, the more black roses I can have, and therefore the more gold roses I can have. Easy. Now, I have decided that going forward, I'm not going to be doing any more pathliners for my town. Honestly, they take up way too many spaces in my inventory, and I'm not really crazy about how they look anymore. The Zen Garden Sand takes 15 spaces, and the pathliners take up another 12. I'll probably strategically move some sand areas so that I can save like, I don't know, 4 slots or so. Sadly, I have no way to easily remove these custom designs. If they were QR codes and I downloaded them, then yes, you hit delete, they're gone. But if you make it yourself, there's no way to easily just remove all them. So I would just need to go around and remove each individual custom design, unless there's a better way. If there's a better way with the design that you make that you lay everywhere and a way to mass delete it, please let me know. Then I was browsing Reddit and I saw a really popular post by someone called Jam to Go, and they had a beautiful idea. It's basically a large plot of land dedicated to the remembrance of something from your first 12 months of playing. And I thought that would be a beautiful way to remember my progress in this game. So first I cleared out the top left area of my map from all the flowers that were there. I checked with Isabel regularly to make sure I still had a 5-star rating while removing the flowers, and she said it was totally cool if I did that. I also relocated a bunch of these. Now this works on the idea that you have 12 areas for items to be placed for each of the 12 months. And it's going to be sort of laid out like a clock. So at the top you would have December, and then at 1 o'clock you have January, so on and so forth. Like always, my first step is to lay out paths so I get an idea on how I want this to look. And I'm kind of on the fence about something. I made every space too wide so that I can center an item. And the original post had everything on stone stools, and that seems like a good idea. I will probably end up doing that too. But I kind of thought about maybe doing 2 items from every month. One of them being from nature, that means a lot to me, and one being man-made, that means a lot to me. Which, if I end up changing my mind in the future, I could always just remove one of the 2 items, or I could just keep them both and just make not everything uniform. This is a special area for me. If you decide to do this, your area is going to be different. After a little bit of time to think about the things that were special for me, for March, release month, I'm going to put the Animal Crossing Switch for obviously the release of the game, and also a tarantula. Both of my tarantula videos are almost at 1 million views at the time of this recording, and possibly how you found my channel. I really enjoyed doing the DIY Tarantula Island, and I was lucky enough to get the extremely rare regular Tarantula Island very early in the game. For April, I'm going to be putting the Cherry Blossom Bonsai Tree, as it was just a beautiful event, and I'm ignoring anything about the rabbit, and I may end up replacing this with the Gold Rose at some point. And for the man-made item, I'm going to be doing my birthday cake. My birthday was April 6th, and I can't leave my house because of quarantine. You know, voluntary quarantine. And then, when I got this cake in the game, I honestly choked up a little bit. And I don't remember the last time something that small in a video game made me feel like that. And those are the items that I've chosen for my adventure. And now I realize that I put them in the wrong places for month 3 and 4. Instead, I put them in 2 and 3. And this seems like a good place to wrap it up for tonight. Good morning, gamers! Austin John Plays here. I hope everyone is ready for the most magical, splendiferous experience possible. That experience being Bunny Day is over! There's no more eggs! We'll go back to our regular life now. Last 2 weeks we've been stuck in this purgatory where our ecosystem has been replaced by chocolate eggs hidden by an Easter bunny, hopping around all over the place in our dreams and our nightmares. Hope everyone is staying active during this time of social isolation. I just set up my VR headset again, and I've been doing some Beat Saber, and that's a fantastic way for me to wake up. Morning, Butterpup! No new news today. No news is good news, except that I plan to bring you another week of entertaining and informative broadcasts. This has been Isabel signing off. Okay, when do we get Nook's Cranny? We gotta be close, right? I think that's the bottommost achievement active. 5 days. 5 days we get it. Great. We have some mail to start off our day, and Sprinkle just sent me a heart. That's it. Just a heart. Nothing on it. Great, thanks, Sprinkle. My 5 cypress plants have arrived. Ooh, what about Daisy May? Some fresh bamboo shoots. Thanks, Daisy May. And a little bit of mail from friends. Birds, 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 a birds, birds, birds. Thanks, Jack Andy. Why didn't the astronaut come home to his wife? Because he needed some space. I've been there. Here's an ice cream light. Thank you. Enjoy the shiny new KK John Gara. I think that's a song. A fortune cookie cart. More plants. A neighbor recently taught me how to hammer 2 gold nuggets into gold leaf foil and use it as a wall treatment. What? Zoe sent me Sable's poster. She's a doll. If after all that Rodney doesn't move out, this might be a good second plan. I've sent 4 items. 4 things called red corners. Oh, what's up, Goose? Oh, great, we get reactions. Yeah, we haven't had reactions and DIYs in like 2 days because of the events. Oh my god, is this a boxing match? It's a boxing rink? To be honest, I don't know if I have a space that's big enough to hold all this. Wow, they line up really well. We'll take Rodney out the old-fashioned way. I can't walk around in here because it's just considered a double bed. Someone sent me a bird cage, and golly, is it adorable. Is that a real... Oh, yeah, that is a real bird in there. He is actually moving. Makes all bird sounds. Someone sent me their red lighthouse, which is a baller gift, thank you. I'm gonna need to find a place for this. This fortune cookie cart is so adorable. It is also raining something fierce outside today. What does this gold screen wall look like? Oh my god. This has to be the most beautiful wallpaper ever. It's just beautiful old Japanese trees and shiny goldness. And it sounds like a song I just got is perfect for it. Yesterday, someone sent me the chocolate soft serve lamp, and today we get the vanilla strawberry soft serve lamp. That's pretty awesome. Oh, this is my first time seeing my cafe during the day. Oh, it is so beautiful. What about my new memory dial? I like this a lot. I'm thinking I should lay down the future rocks and I should do something else because this area needs more verticality. Let's search our cliffside. Oh, CJ's here. Again, following up from last night, having the eggs behind the trees is nowhere near as beautiful and mystic as I thought it would be. It's actually kind of not awesome. Yay, another exercise bike. This is now my third. What am I teaching spin class here? This is weird. Where's all the wasps for the day? A fax machine. Oh, wow. Just when I thought exercise bike was dated. Seriously, where's all the wasps? My trees had no wasps today. What? Also, last night my golden slingshot broke. I don't know exactly how many shots it was because for some reason I thought it still monitors how many shots you do after you get the final Nook Miles achievement, but alas, it does not. So I have no idea how much durability it has. I want to say like somewhere between 40 and 50. That sounds right. Also, it's weird not seeing all the little hole spots every day. Like there used to be so many more because they were all the eggs, and now it's just guaranteed fossils, and now there's less of them. So I don't know. And boom, what I was saying last night about all the crossbreeding and making sure that these guys had room to expand, we're already seeing it in action. We got a lot of flowers reproducing. We have a few of them crossbreeding. But we unfortunately do not have any new colors. Unfortunately, none of our roses reproduced. We did not get another lily of the valley today. I think flowers need a few days to reproduce. Like, they need to be watered multiple days in a row. I don't really know, but I feel like that's it. Now this thing is gone. The staircase that was here. So now we can boop, and we can boop. Nice. And now I want to see if we put down these cypress plants. Oh, I think I need a wall that doesn't have any gaps or breaks in it. Yeah, I would definitely need a wall without any gaps in it. So I only have 4 fence types that have no transparency to them, and I'm also including corral as no transparency because it's barely any transparency, right? And the stone is definitely too low. So I really like the way the brick looks with that behind there. And today we can work on the Able Sisters shop. Building up this little environment right here, which, to be honest, I don't know exactly what I want to do. Maybe I'm just going to end up putting outside like a clothesline and a wash bin and other clothing related items. I do want to see if I could put down this brick fence and get like a really dope effect with multiple bushes. Well, I have to say that does look really good. My only problem is I definitely want it to be in an area with a much bigger wall that I'm not going to run above. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see the planters. So it needs to be an area that we can create the illusion that there's that there are bushes back there. Know what I mean? Also, I hate brick walls with terracotta floor. So I decided to do something kind of similar to what I did for my upstairs courtyard. And I'm going to do 2x3 little sections of pathway here to sort of stylize these like little leaves. And this cobblestone walkway right here would be the stem. I'm gonna have fencing around here, 4 flowers up here, some fencing and a little bit of flowers up there, or probably just another one of those stone lanterns. More fencing down here. And this area over here is going to be sort of their outdoor work area. So I'm going to have the drying rack right next to the stream, an old-fashioned wash tub, some medium cardboard boxes for their overstock, an ironing set, and lastly some seats. So if it's a nice day and they want to enjoy the day, they can come out here and just hang out a little bit. or wait for their clothes to dry or whatever. Whatever they want to do. I just got distracted looking off to the side for something, and I heard a balloon float by, and I was like, oh, it's just a balloon. And then I remembered all the balloons are good now. and my golden slingshot broke, so yay. And for our two lovelies in here, we're gonna do red flowers and blue flowers. Oh, that looks so nice. For Sable and Mabel. Yeah, they're blue and red, okay. Good morning, Sable. Are you gonna give me another pattern? Yes, you are. You're the best. You know, I gotta say, I really like how this area came out. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe push that off to the side and then also section this off just a little bit more. Yeah, just a little something to show, hey, this is an employee area, not for you. I've made this a little bit more secluded, so that's definitely a workspace and it's not visible to regular customers. And then down here, if they want to take a minute to relax, they don't need to stare at the drying rack. They get to stare at this tree and the sun, and it's beautiful. I think the only thing I would change is I still have it unlocked to the lattice fencing, and when I do, I think I might want to put that here. Although I do love everything about this. So maybe keep it as is. I can't wait for you guys to carry something that I don't already own. What's the turnip prices today, kids? 73. That's pretty horrible. 73. Wow, it's amazing that knowing only that number alone, it is impossible for my turnip sales to go above 190. So I just finished up a conversation with Tagback TV. I guarantee you guys have seen his videos. He's pretty much one of the larger channels making Animal Crossing content besides myself. And we were talking about the specifics of the bell tree mechanics. There was a post a while ago that talked about how you go back and forth and you find a pattern and stuff like that. However, it's actually been data mined and proven that there is no pattern. There's no pattern whatsoever. Instead, it's just a process of there's exactly a 30% chance that you're going to get your original investment, anything over 10,000 bells, and a 70% chance that anything over 10,000 bells will only be the 10,000 bells times 3 returned back. However, if you bury 10,000 bells per day, you have a guaranteed return of 10,000 bells times 3. So you have a statistical 11.5% profit for burying 99,000 bells per day for a total of 4.1 million bells. But if you plant 10,000 bells per day, you have a 200% profit of 7.3 million bells. So, moral of the story, always bury 10,000 bells. Never more, never less. Never bury 99,000. Always bury 10,000 bells, and you are guaranteed to make a triple profit. Money trees are not valuable in the slightest. Like, the amount of money that you're going to make is not good. So, your best bet for real income is just turnips. That's it, just turnips. Period. There was thought to be a pattern. The pattern's been disproved. So just don't. Just plant the 10,000 or just keep the money trees around your island as decoration, because a $30,000 decoration might just be worth it at that point. You know what I'm very excited for? For the first time in a while, it's gonna be time for my morning chores and my daily wood harvest. There's nothing better than waking up first thing in the morning and just grabbing your wood. Really helps set the mind straight. You know what it's finally gonna be time for? Oh, this is the wrong screen. Let's talk about my home. I would like to relocate for the first time ever. I've moved literally everything else other than me, and now I'm moving me. Also, we need to demolish that staircase next to my house. My future house. That one. Right there. Perfect. Damn it. I hate that the first option is don't demolish. And then it brings you right back up to the top menu. But it's gonna be finally time to relocate our beautiful house. I will be going right here. Let's preview this. So perfect. So perfect. So I just spent a good amount of time going through my Nook shopping and going through my DIYs for everything I could possibly put here. And I kind of have no idea. I'm really at a loss. Like I have no idea what I want to put here. Cuz like this is a very important and memorable area. But you know what? We have a lot of time to work on this area. We're going to be back here every month, once to twice a month. So, I'm not in a rush to do it right now. CJ is hiding really well. So, when I was reading over the comments about the little grass patch area, people were like, oh, I didn't want to hop into the wrestling rink. People were like, oh, what about the pier? Which, that's a great point. My pier here seems like the perfect place for me to set up sort of a little fishing area, especially since I did the fishing tournament so much to have all the different colors and all the different, just enough for everything. Like this anchor statue doing the rustic one, so it's all like rusted and everything. Looks so dope. And it can also kind of clip with the water, which is neat. And then I thought it'd be pretty cool to have this fish drying rack, which we can customize with the squid. And then this one with the octopus. Like once you start to customize them, it adds a lot of variance to what's going on. And you know what? Probably just another cooler right behind these. The more you get things off of the very square grid, the better off they look. Now, anytime that I throw bait down, I usually throw it down either this way or this way. I very rarely throw it up here, but sometimes they'll fish up here, so I want to keep this area completely free. I figure, hey, might as well place down an awesome fish. And until that time that I have an awesome fish, there's the sea bass. Now, I also thought it'd be really thematic just to have all the garbage that's fished up from the ocean and the ponds and stuff, and to sort of recycle it and show it off. Like right here, we have a tire toy, and we customized it in turquoise, and I love the turquoise tire toy. Also, right next to this, we could put this multicolored tire stack, which adds just, the way that the colors just pop, the blue and the red next to the turquoise, I think it looks great. We're gonna put the fishing rod stand right there by the tree. We're gonna place down one of my famous cardboard boxes, and then on top of the cardboard box, some recycled, nope, did not want to wear them. And then right on top of the box, we're gonna place down these recycled boots. Perfect. I think something that's gonna tie this together really nicely. With Sable's new layouts, we can actually customize one of these stalls to look super tropical and sailboaty, which I think is super awesome. Now, since shells can spawn all along here, I thought it'd be a really good idea for me to just lay down some stone walls. That way, they're not going to spawn in these super inconvenient locations. Going down, baby, oh, street in a Range Rover, boom, boom, baby, shotgun, and let it go. So I decided to take these fences and set them up so they actually do create a fence/barrier here. And I'm just going to be taking this log stool and I'm going to be moving it back a little bit, because I want to create an atmosphere of this is busy right here, but at the same time, it's going to prevent awkward spawns of either the, anytime I have to help Gulliver or something else like that. And as much as I think this is a great idea, it's really messing with the mojo here. So yeah, I dig that. That's a nice little atmosphere of, hey, we're going fishing, but it's also a tropical area. We're going to get some tropical fish, like the sea bass right here. You can come over here, do your pier fishing, which is the most pain in the butt fishing that you have to do in the game. And you know what? This is actually going to be wrapping up this video right here. I ended up doing a lot last night, like more than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was still going to do a lot, but you know what? The cafe is done. I don't even know what I'm going to call that thing. Memory clock? Maybe we call it a memory clock or a memory garden. Memory garden is done. Also, I don't know why I was making my character wear glasses. I don't wear glasses. I had LASIK. The cafe is all set. Such a nice little mood right here. But yeah, we did 3 small little projects, a little bit of terraforming, but most of all, we got our stuff in order. going forward. Well guys, I want to thank you so much for checking out this episode of Animal Crossing. If you haven't done so, be sure to hit the like button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.